I had a lot of people in my group complaining about editing, especially when they've got a long form video and they're trying to cut it into clips. Because long form is awesome for YouTube, but not so much for TikTok and Instagram and anything that wants a really short video. How do we get a ton of content out of one long piece? The answer is OpusClip. Absolute game changer. And there's plenty of AI software out there. If you're not going to use Opus, use something, but don't try and do it on your own. I have been editing for years, and it still takes me a month to get all these clips out by myself. Opus can do it in seconds, so that's how we want to go. So we're going to go over a couple things on just how to get the clips in the first place. It's super easy. You're just going to drop a link either to your YouTube video, or if nothing's up on YouTube yet, you just want to get those clips right away. You can upload your file directly to right here. And so I could say upload real quick. And then I could pick up Demetra's testimonial right here, click on that, and click get clips. It's uploading right now. And then it's going to, so I think I'll just fast forward through this. All right, so it is done uploading, and now all I got to do is click this button that says Get Clips One Click, and I click it. Click. I click it for real this time. There we go. And again, I'm going to pause because this is going to tape, but this is awesome because you can literally just walk away. Like while it's doing the editing, you could literally be making a grilled cheese sandwich. You can do whatever you want with your life, move on. It's doing the editing for you right now. So awesome. It's up to 10% right now. I'm going to pause this while it does its thinking, and then we'll come back when it's all done, which will be in about 5 minutes. And we're all done editing, sort of. So Opus is done editing. We are not. So if and here's I'm going to show you what we're talking about here. So I'm going to click on the clips that it came up with for me. I don't care about that. So I'm going to say got it, whatever. And now we've got all these clips from this little interview. Now it's ranking them from what it thinks is going to be the most viral to the least. But here's the thing, like this is a testimonial and Opus doesn't know that. So it's probably thinking that we're trying to promote Demetra and making her the star. So everything that's coming out of her mouth, it's ranking it that way. So we need to go in and actually look at these and figure out which one actually fits our purpose the best. So that's the first thing. Don't take this at point blank. Don't just look at this and say, oh, 99, this is the best one, and pop it up as is, because it could do some harm. You have to proofread these. Again, with all AI, it's just a tool. You have to be the end boss. Before you rubber stamp it, you have to review it, especially for video. So we're going to take a look at this right now. And I'm not going to review whether this is right for, I'll do that on my own time, but I just want to show you how, once you review it, how you can edit the clip. So you're literally going to click Edit Clip right there. And then there's a couple things that we want to look at. One is if they're using a lot of filler words like and ah, which is human, it's natural. And if there's a couple ways to get rid of it, I need to move my little loom bar here. So you can click this button called Speech Cleanup, which is going to be very tempting for you to do. So let's just click that button and see what happens. So I'm going to click Speech Cleanup. And then 6 filler words, I'm going to click Remove All. And it's going to cut it into all these clips. Now watch what happens when we do that. Now we've removed all of Demetra's filler clips. And you'll see, like, I can see a really good section right here where there's a lot of... Mm-hmm. Now look how much she's kind of jerking around, and these aren't too bad, but they're still noticeable. Like your brain picks, at the microsecond, your brain can pick up on this stuff. And if her head's jerking even just a little bit like that, that's in editing what we call a jump cut. Jump cuts are in the middle of a sentence are bad. They're in between big thoughts are fine. Like if you go through 2 minutes and then you cut to a next thing, that's fine. But in the middle of a sentence, we absolutely do not want to jump cut. And that is why I hate this software and I will rail against it, because we're trying to create a communication with that person as if it's a conversation, just a normal conversation. And if you were at a networking event and all of a sudden the person you're talking to, their head just started jumping around like that, you would call 911 because you would think that they're having a stroke right now. So we do not want that in our video. So I'm going to click the undo button on that. No, thank you on that. Appreciate it, but no. And why are you not undoing it all the way, buddy? I've still got... Oh, that's weird. Okay, so it's still got the words. That's interesting. So it's still showing me where those words are, but I don't think it's actually cutting them. I just want to make sure here. Okay, cool. So the jump cuts are gone. It's still identified these words. So, but let's just say I'm trying to do. You know what? We actually don't have a lot of filler words in this, so I'm going to use a different example just because I know one that's going to look a little bit better right there. So I'm going to get out of there. That's Demetra's a language coach, so she's actually pretty darn good on camera. But we're going to go back to my home screen. So if you ever need to go back to home, just click on that little house icon right there. So we're going to go to this one right here. So this was my client, Rich's client, Kim. Who again is not, it's normal for, especially if you're doing like a testimonial, someone who's not used to being on camera, they're going to be more inclined to have these ums and ahs and that kind of thing. So I'm going to go into this. Okay. Same thing. I'm going to say edit clip. And so we're going to see that Kim does have a lot of ums and ahs in her. And you'll see one right there. So there's a couple ways I can get rid of this without using speech cleanup because we don't want jump cuts. So I can click on the like that. And I can say delete. Now it's going to say remove caption and video or remove caption. We want to remove the caption only because if we remove the caption and the video, it's going to create a jump cut and we don't want that. So all I'm going to say is remove the caption. The is gone. And so when you're watching it, especially if, because we've got to remember, a lot of people watching on this phone, they're not even listening to the audio. They're at the office, they're on a train, wherever it is, they can't hear it, they can only read. So that gets rid of the and the captions, but it doesn't create a jerk with their head, and that's what we're shooting for. So that's one way to do it, but there's a much easier way to do this that's going to be much faster. And so I'm going to click on the here, and instead of hitting the trash can, I'm going to hit edit. And I'm just going to delete the and it's going to already recognize all the other ums in the script. So it's going to say apply to all. I'm going to click on that. And suddenly they are gone. And let's just show right here. Whoops. So you'll see that the is gone, but her head didn't jerk. That's what we're shooting for. And now we're going to do the same thing with the uhs. Ooh. Except we're not going to do it that way. We're going to just click on that. We're going to say edit. We're going to say delete. We're going to say apply to all. And now all the uhs are gone. Let's just find a good spot here. So we say same thing. So she said focus. She said but we didn't caption it. So anyone watching would never know that she said but her head's not jerking. That's all I'm trying to get at right here is that we're trying to clean up the captioning, but we're not doing anything to make the video distracting with those darn jump cuts. Now, let's say, again, another reason we want to proofread this is because 90% of this might be good, but like the last couple sentences might not have anything to do with what we want. So let's just say for whatever reason, I didn't want that last sentence that she's saying. I can highlight the whole darn thing. And then I can just hit the trash can and remove This is one time we'll say remove caption and video because we just want to get rid of all of it. And you just click on that and it's gone. Another way that you could do this is if you're familiar with editing on Loom, it's very similar. You could just drag and drop like that. And it's going to bring it, you can either cut it out or bring it back at that. And I made it think a little bit too hard doing that, but that's just another way that you can edit it. But just the easiest way is just go into the captions, just click what you want, what you don't want. It's so simple and straightforward. And we're going to get, there's another, how'd that get through? So we're going to click on that. Again, proofread, proofread, proofread. Make sure, even though it says it caught them all, clearly it didn't, because I'm seeing some other uhs here right there. So go through the whole thing. Remove caption and just go through. And again, it's a short clip, so it will not take you long to do this. You're going to be able to go through the whole thing, cut out the filler words manually. It'll help. It'll identify as many as it can, and then just remove it from the captions, not from the video. Can't stress that enough. No jump cuts. I don't want to see any jerky heads. Hope this was super helpful. Let's get those long forms into a ton of clips. I just had Rich do an awesome testimonial with his client Matt. I can't wait for you to see it. Like, we are going to have 1,000 clips out of this thing. It's going to be marketing for days. So make sure that you're getting your testimonials long form, and then you can cut them up. If you're not sure how to get those testimonials, give me a ring. Look up on my Authority Video Vault program. I will actually sit in on the testimonials with you like I did with Rich, and that way we make sure that we get the very best content, which is going to convert like hotcakes. Again, the best videos aren't you talking, it's your happy clients talking, like Kim is talking for Rich right here. Go get those videos. If you need help, let me know. That's all I got. Let's dive in and show me what you got.